We live in a truly distinctive dispensation, from trains to telegraphs to computers to satellite transmission to the internet. All of these advancements are part of the Lord hastening His work in the latter days.
With the Lord providing miracles of communication and with the increased efforts and devotion of our missionaries.
Scientific discoveries that stagger the imagination now can be communicated around the world in seconds. The time has come for us as disciples of Christ to use these inspired tools appropriately and much more effectively. The popularity and reach of current social media tools are staggering. In Shakespeare's time, he was limited generally to the Globe Theater, but we now have a global theater. I now extend to you the invitation to help transform the trickle into a flood.
The young and the old, the adults, the young adults, the youth, and the children everywhere to join with us.
Try to imagine the impact we can have as hundreds of thousands and millions of members of the Lord's restored church contribute in seemingly small ways to the rising floodwaters. He is hastening His work, and no unhallowed hand can stop this work from progressing. These 6 examples of church and member-generated content illustrate several basic guidelines that should be followed as we use social media to convey gospel messages. First, we as disciples and our messages should be authentic. A person or product that is not authentic is false, fake, and fraudulent. Our messages should be truthful, honest, and accurate. We should not exaggerate, embellish, or pretend to be someone or something we are not. Our content should be trustworthy and constructive. And brothers and sisters, anonymity on the internet is not a license to be inauthentic. Authenticity is strengthened through consistency. The gospel messages you share will be accepted more readily if your Christ-like example is evident in the ongoing pattern of your posts. Sister Bonnie L. Oscarson is a strong example of the power of consistency in social media. When called to serve as the Young Women General President in April of 2013, her Pinterest followers doubled overnight. Sister Oscarson's previous pins provided ample evidence of her integrity, prompting one blogger to ask, "Would your Pinterest page pass the Bonnie Oscarson test? Who will people decide you are if all they know is what is on your social media page?" Second, we and our messages should seek to edify and uplift rather than to argue, debate, condemn, or belittle. As Paul counseled the Ephesians, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. Brothers and sisters, share the gospel with genuine love and concern for others. Be courageous and bold, but not overbearing, in sustaining and defending our beliefs, and avoid contention. As disciples, our purpose should be to use social media channels as a means of projecting the light and truth of the restored gospel of Jesus Christ into a world that increasingly is dark and confused. Third, we and our messages should respect the property of other people and organizations. This simply means that you should not create your own content using someone else's art, name, photos, music, video, or other content without permission. To assist you in creating uplifting gospel messages, we are pleased to announce that the content in the media library on lds.org, unless otherwise indicated, has been cleared for use by members without seeking permission from the church. Additional information about the use of church media can be found at social.lds.org. When you share messages online, make sure others understand that you are expressing your personal thoughts and feelings. Please do not use the church logo or otherwise suggest that you are speaking for or on behalf of the church. Fourth, be wise and vigilant in protecting yourself and those you love. We should remember that the internet never forgets. Anything you communicate through a social media channel indeed will live forever, even if the app or program may promise otherwise. Only say it or post it if you want the entire world to have access to your picture or message for all time. Following these simple guidelines will enable members of the church around the world to create and share gospel messages that will cause the light to shine forth out of darkness.
blessings of modern technology, we can express gratitude and joy about God's great plan for His children in a way that can be heard not only around our workplace, but around the world. We have a glad message to share, and we have a message of joy. Use your hands to block and text message the gospel to all the world, all at the right time and at the right place. Preach the gospel at all times, and if necessary, use words.
We are going to be using Facebook today to try and see how we can help all of you do missionary work. So we're going to start off with a word of prayer. And
Chase, want to go ahead? Yeah, sure. Dear Heavenly Father, we're thankful for this day, and we're thankful for the opportunity we have to gather here.
the other night, we met with a few members, and we were trying to help them understand how they can be missionaries on Facebook and how they can help us in our efforts.
Amen.
So if we could all open up our friends list. We're just going to take a little bit of time and just kind of scroll through, read the names. So once you get someone that you feel like the Spirit has impressed you to stop on and reach out to.
To what extent are we going to communicate with this individual?
So what we're hoping is that as you see this individual, you see their name or whatever, then as we use the resources we have scriptures, we have general conference talks, we have LDS.org with all these amazing things that we can share. So it's just trying to make the gospel more personal and easier to share.
Missionary work cannot really be effective without members. You go on Facebook and you can ask members to go through their friends list, and you're still working with members, but you're using your device.
What did you like to do for fun?
I was on the water polo team and the tennis team.
And is there anyone on those teams that you think you could reach out to at this time?
You know, I was just thinking, there's one of my good friends. He has been less active. He was on the tennis team with me.
What do you think you could say to him?
Well, I mean, I'll always be here for you. I'm one of your best friends, and I feel like if you ever do feel alone, you can watch this video, and you can understand there's lots of people out there that do love you, and you have a Savior that loves you as well.
Perfect. It's a great way to be able to get member trust and referrals, to where it's not like, give us your friends so we can teach them. It's like, hey, they're your friends. We want you to teach them and gain a testimony of missionary work and the importance of always trying to reach out and lift those that need to be lifted. So did you send yours to?
I didn't send it.
Okay.
It says, I saw this video and thought of you. I know we both share the love for our Savior, and with the Christmas season approaching, I wanted to share it with you. That's the clip of the nativity.
Look at that. That easy, right?
Done.
It's very important to have the members make the post or send the message while you're there with them, because it helps them see that it's a necessary thing in that moment in time, that they've received that inspiration, they need to act on it quickly.
I think it's amazing how that works, how that first step may sometimes seem hard, but once you get over it, it's the best.
Oh, he's responding. Thanks. Amazing.
That's great. So the Lord is preparing the hearts of these people. All we have to do is to reach out. And there are a lot of people that are ready for the gospel, but they just don't know where to find it.
It's amazing the tools that Heavenly Father has put in our hands, that we just took a couple minutes, created a message, sent it to a friend. And you did missionary work. It was that easy.
So we're going to be staying in contact with you guys. Text message, Facebook, to see if you have any questions on maybe what you want to send out to your friend or anything you want to do. You can always reach out and we'll help you through. You can also add us in group chats with your friends that you're teaching.